So Truth Be Told is all about storytelling for life, and we describe that life in 3 ways. Firstly, for joyful life. Our stories use the powerful tool of joy to bring different people together and help them to experience belonging. Secondly, for family life. Our stories help everyone to take up their unique place and purpose as they get involved and share their own stories together. And thirdly, for real life. Our stories are for those of all faiths and none, as they welcome everyone to explore the gospel in their own way. So our stories are modern day parables that connect people of all ages, cultures and abilities. And they all start with, let me tell you a story, so that people lean in and they listen, and each one ends with a question to wonder, ponder, respond to. And the brilliant thing about our stories is that they're so adaptable, and you can tell them in 5 minutes or anything up to 20 minutes, depending on the needs of the people that you're sharing them with. Truth Be Told stories are for everyone in the room, to share together and to commune around, especially for those on the fringes or in the corners of our community who might be isolated for whatever reason. For asylum seeker or refugee families, or those with English as a second language. For families of children with additional needs, for adults with learning disabilities, or for older people in care homes. Although they're just as brilliant for telling in an all-age church service in schools or in kids' work at church, all the time, intentionally including those on the fringes of those rooms too. Each story is based directly on a verse or a passage of the Bible, but then we do what Jesus did and we throw alongside a modern day parallel to shine a fresh light on the real biblical meaning, to help it hit home and sink in. Our stories end with a distinct truth like we are loved, we are valued, we are precious, we are heard, or something similar. And it's this simplicity that communicates the love of God to everyone. We believe that Jesus didn't just teach us through the parables, but that he taught us how to parable. 1/3 of his recorded teachings were actually in the form of a story. So he must have been onto something, and we're just trying to follow in his footsteps. Storytelling is a brilliant way of making language accessible and vocabulary memorable. Our stories have been written to intentionally explore common vocabulary for common themes like food, shopping, appointments and transport. Our stories and our project can be used for a group with English as a second language, for asylum seeker or refugee families, or even for overseas mission communities. In the UK today, the average adult reading age is 9 years. 1 in 6 people are functionally illiterate, which means they lack the literacy skills needed for coping with most jobs and many everyday situations. So books aren't for everyone, but stories are. And we want to help the storyline really sink in without any barriers. And as you tell a story, you get to personally invite and appeal to your guests to come with you on a journey, the journey of a lifetime.